Remember with the character analysis, find something outside of yourself that connects to what's in the script. And take the time to build that bridge, to explain the part where you're building the bridge between who you are and who the character is. And really using your imagination to draw it out, but also using very specific real things. Did you want to? Very specific real examples that you can watch. Like if you see a guy on the subway, for example, who you could imitate, who you think is like Taylor, and you bring into the performance the way he holds his shoulders, or maybe he's got a hat, or something like that.
So I could dress up, as in...
You should, yep.
That shouldn't be hard for me to do.
Where am I going to sleep at?
We got to sleep out here on the couch. Come on. My sister don't mind. Limo come back, he just got to sleep on the floor. He went off with Dolly somewhere, and he better stay there. Come on, sugar. The acting class with Professor Dowling is great. I really cannot complain about it. I've learned so much here. Now when I read any type of work, I actually try to find different beats to it. For example, the rhythm. I enjoy the way acting takes place. I enjoy everything about acting. I enjoy it more, and I appreciate acting a lot more now that I see how difficult it is. It's not just memorize lines and get up there. There's a lot of preparation that goes to it. You don't need a bed. You want to be with me.
You sure it's country? I didn't know it was this country.
Well, there's a lot of things you don't know about me. Let me show you what this country boy can do.
Wait, well, let's go to my place. I got a room with a bed, and if Leroy don't come back.
Leroy, you ain't
I decided to take acting because last semester I took speech, and my speech teacher told me that it would be a very good, idea for me since I'm slightly shy, and so I could develop some confidence and learn how to speak in front of people without, shying away as I always do. But other than that, it's fun. He's basically trying to coax me into the house so that, well, you can imagine the rest. And yeah, I'm not supposed to be shy in that point. I want to be persuaded, but I do not want to do it on a couch. So that's basically what the whole scene is about so far into there.
Yeah, so in the beginning when I come in and I'm actually looking around, I'm looking around because that's my sister's house, and she's upstairs with her daughter. And so when I go in and I'm looking around, I'm trying to make sure nobody's around. So when I bring her in, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, get to bed with her, to couch with her. And, towards the end, it starts happening. Then my sister walks in on me and, she kicks me out, so.
She kicks me out. You stay.
Growing up, I was always like a joker. I was always like the class clown, but I never really saw theater as my thing until I got to high school, and I was working in the library, and somebody actually casted me for a play. And at first, I was a bit not too sure about it. I didn't want to at first. I was like, me in a play, no, that's not for me. That's not my thing. But I decided, take a chance, one life to live. So I did the play anyway. And then I was like, I'm actually good at this stuff. So I looked into a career for it. So when I came to BMCC, School of the Arts, I thought, I'm going to take theater and try to, sharpen my acting skills.
With a woman like you, a man can make it nice in the world.
Molly can make nice by herself, too. Molly don't need nobody to leave her cold in hand. The world's rough enough as it is.
Try that one more time, Eva. Just from there. Molly don't need no one. Just turn out this way, because you don't need to connect with him.
Yeah, okay.
You can show him. You're interested, though, but you don't want to look right at him. So try that one more time.
Molly can make nice by herself, too. Molly don't need nobody to leave her cold in hand. The world's rough enough as it is.
Well, we can make it better together.
What am I doing? I am so shy. How am I supposed to be, acting? I'm so shy. And I don't know, it's kind of pull me out of myself, because usually I'm in my head, because I'm all, I write, I want to be a creative writer, so everything is in my head, so I don't have to act in front of people. But this class, I had to stand in front of people, and act. That was the scariest thing ever. But I'm getting better at it. I am not that shy. I'm not bold enough, whatever. It's not like I want to be an actress or anything. I just love the experience. I like being in front of people and like expressing myself, like just having people see me, the true me.
How you doing today, sugar?
You can go on back down there tomorrow and get your work back if you want. They don't even know who you is. They won't even know that it's you. I had a fella once did that one time. They just wanted him to sign up like I never seen him before.
I'm tired of working anyway. I'm glad they fired me. You sure look pretty today.
The scene starts off actually with me losing my job because the kind of character that I'm playing, he doesn't take mess from anybody, even if it'll cost him his job. So right as of now, he's homeless. He hasn't have any money, but he doesn't care because he just wants to live life. So this brings me into this scene. Like I'm also kind of a womanizer. Well, I play a womanizer, and she's one of the new boarders.
And I'm independent.
Yeah. And that's what he likes. He just what he wants is when he sees her, there's a attraction, you know, like love at first sight. So he's like, oh man, you know, it's time for me to try to get this. You know, at least try. Nothing wrong with trying. But he's actually very confident in his pickup abilities. So that's really what the scene starts. Me trying to woo her.
I play the guitar real good. Won me another $1 last night playing the guitar. I mean, I can play for the dancers, and we can go out and we can just enjoy life. Yeah, you can make it all right on your own. I agrees with that. But you can make it better if you got a man to protect you.
What teaching acting does for me is, for one thing, I get to watch students grow. In the course of, from September, you know, in the course of a semester, the students change so much. They change in relation to each other, they change in their understanding of themselves, and I feel really fortunate. I got a lot of really, really wonderful training, worked with great people, and I feel the opportunity to give back is a gift even to myself. You know, I give, they're always giving to me because I get to, for one thing, study the plays. You know, I get to be in the world of the plays and watch the students come to meet it and begin to understand it and have those aha moments, and to see them grow and expand their understanding, their horizons, and when it comes to what the world is like, what's out there, making sense out of things that they never thought of before but they felt. Some of them get attached to things that they've been worrying over or experiencing. Understanding is the wrong word, but they've been experiencing, and so they see it lived out in a play, and it's really exciting for them, and they get to practice it themselves, really go through the steps of doing it.
Her place is cozy. Nah.
Marsha's? Looks like the rooms begging camp.
At least she's clean, not like the younger one.
How you been?
All right.
That's what I should know.
No, the usual.
I called the other night. No one answered.
I saw some musical, which is famous musical in my country. So I was inspired about that. So I really want to do directing and stage managing. So I search on the internet and try to ask to my friends, and then I make sure I will go America, and then I'll study about it, and then I'm here. So I'm really crazy about theater. Every day I'm thinking about my shows, and I'm writing, and that's all my dream.
Acting is like, flexible, you can be creative, you can use your imagination. Nursing, no. It's just like a structured set of rules which you have to go by. You have to be quick. But here, in acting, it's also about working with yourself, working with working with Chris. It's about being a team player, working with each other, listening. It's the same thing with nursing. You have to work with other nurses, doctors, and the patients, and listening. So, and acting is not stressful. You don't have to, I won't die if I don't get an A. So, that's the great thing about acting.
Perhaps this might be a favorable opportunity for my mentioning who I am. My father is Lord Bracknell. You've never heard of Papa, I suppose?
I don't think so.
Outside the family circle, Papa, I'm glad to say, is entirely unknown. And I think that is quite as it should be. Cicely, Mama, whose views on education are remarkably strict, has brought me up to be extremely short-sighted. It is part of her system. So do you mind my looking at you through my glasses?
Oh, not at all, Gwendolyn. I'm quite fond of being looked at.
Previously, I went to school for massage therapy. And when I transfer schools, I'm going to be in school for studying to do graduate school for physical therapy. So theater has nothing to do with what I want to do as a career, but you're able at BMCC to take electives, and theater is one of the electives. And I was always kind of interested in the acting field, but didn't want to do it as a career. So I took 2 acting classes this semester, and they're awesome. I mean, they help you out just in everyday life of being more open and social with people. You learn how to speak better, concentrate more. It's helped a lot.
You are here on a short visit, I suppose?
Oh, no, I live here.
Really? Your mother, no doubt, or some female relative of advanced years resides here also?
Oh, no, I have no mother, nor any relations.
Indeed.
Learning all the things that I have studied over the years in terms of using your voice, expression, using your body, the opportunity to study that is really important, and most people take it for granted. They don't think of it as really academically oriented, but it's so essential to communication and essential to your growth as a person, to get to know who you are and to step out of, oh, I have to be like this person, I have to be like that. Coming from high school, we have all these ways we think we have to be. And we confine ourselves. Everyone does it. We confine ourselves as adults, too. It's not just in high school and so on, but it's particularly with a lot of the students who've just gotten out of high school, who come here. They're so eager to have the opportunity to behave in ways that go beyond their ordinary, everyday lives. And to watch them do that, spread their wings, it's a beautiful feeling. Watch how much they grow. It's irreplaceable for me. I feel really lucky.
I'm taking actor 1 because I have a face of an angel. No, it's like, ever since I was little, I grew up with a lot of brothers and sisters, and we used to get in trouble a lot. So, I used to play it off. I used to do, mistress things around the house. I used to play it off like, Mommy, it wasn't me, and I put on that face. And then she's like, you know what, you should become an actor because you're just so good of just playing things off. And as I started growing up, I was getting more into movies. I was loving movies, and I just sitting home like, I can do that. And I would just act out people's parts and, just study lines and mimic lines. So I was like, acting could be good for me. And then when I saw, BMCC had acting classes available, I jumped up on it, took it, maybe a fun experience, and turned out to be a very fun experience.